Last semester, I got a 4.0 GPA by only studying 2 hours in the morning.
You serious?
And I'm telling you, it was such an amazing feeling. When the semester started, I had this goal in mind. I wanted to get a 4.0 because it's just a perfect score, you know? And when I finally got it, it was an amazing feeling. I'm telling you, my family was so proud of me. I felt like the energy around me was, I don't know, I can't explain, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. And my family, to celebrate, they even bought me a cake, and that was so funny. But I need to confess to you, it wasn't always like this. So let me tell you a story. My first semester in college, it wasn't all this perfect. And even before that, I was almost failing my exams in high school. I wasn't a good student at all. And it was bad. I knew that I'm not capable of achieving the maximum grade, the perfect grade. And even if I saw other students around me who made it seem so easy for them, for me it just didn't work. So my first semester in college, I think it was 364, the GPA. It was 364. And I was pissed on myself, you know. I was angry on me because I couldn't do it. I wasn't able to, you know, I felt like I'm not enough. And my friend, he's from Japan. Obviously he got a 4.0 GPA. I had a discussion with him before the spring semester started, and he told me like, yeah bro, I got a 4.0, it was so easy for me. I just had to study and do this and that. It's not so complicated. And I said, like, in my mind I was like, oh my god man, it has to be me. Next semester it has to be me. And I remember telling him, I remember right now the feeling. I had a spark of confidence in myself, a spark of hope that when I told him that, hey bro, look, next semester I'm gonna get a 4.0. I'm gonna do everything that it requires to get a 4.0. And I remember I asked him, what do you need to do, bro? Like, give me a step by step. And he told me some advice, some I still used. But what made the difference for me in that moment was that for the first time I had a goal that was so far away from me. A couple of years ago, perfect grade for me was like, I couldn't think about that, you know, it was out of my reach. Right now, I think it was doable because I had that confidence in me and I wanted to make it happen. Fast forward, 4.0, and now everything's going fine. So if you want to know my exact strategy and how I did it, you have my program, first link in the description. It's a school community, and there you're gonna have access to modules and courses. You're gonna see exactly my strategies and you can copy them. Now for the first 7 members, they're gonna be founding members, so join, click first link in the description, and I'll see you inside. Alright, enough with the stories. Now let me tell you exactly what I did to achieve a 4.0. So let me ask you a question. If you were, let's say, a 3.0 student in this moment, and just your friend next to you is your friend, he has like a 4.0, he has this amazing life, what do you think he's doing every single day? What question would you ask him? How would his life be? How would his friends look like? How would his calendar look like? How do you think he would behave on a daily basis? So you remember I told you in the story earlier that my friend was a 4.0. He's been an excellent student and he is right now too. But I'm telling you, the fact that I had this type of people around me, and he wasn't the only one, you know, I had multiple friends with good grades and good students overall, good person, nice people to be friends with. Do you think that had an impact on me? For sure it did. Because let me tell you something about competition. Competition makes you 10 times more productive, 10 times more efficient. And when I say competition, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying compete with your friends. I'm not saying, you know, compete with the world, because I think that's not a way you want to go on the long term. But I'm saying that if you have the right people around you, they're gonna make you compete with yourself, be better, rise up to the standards, and, you know, be part of the group. Because people who are higher than you in certain skill level or in a certain area of their life, they're gonna share with you some information. They're gonna act as inspiration for you. They're gonna be that, you know, that source of value that you can always tap in. You can always hang out with them, ask them questions, see how they're doing it, see how their life looks like, see how you can adapt that to your life. And that's gonna make a difference, I'm telling you. If I had students and friends that were like party boys and they didn't study and they used to drink every single day and do all this bullshit, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have achieved that 4.0. I wouldn't, because you probably know this. But most people do not take action on this. Yeah, they have it in their mind that, you know, the sum of the 5 people you spend time with are gonna be like transcended into your character. People know this, but they don't act on it. So I'm telling you, this semester, make sure you spend time with people who push you. Make sure you're gonna be the most stupid person in the room. Because when you are that person, the person with the lowest level, it's gonna be very easy for you to level up. Because you have information next to you. You can tap into, you know, every single type of information you want from people around you. And if they're your friends, they're gonna want want to help you. Now, I'm not telling you to be needy, I'm not telling you to be a loser, you know, I'm telling you to make sure that you have people around you who are capable and who have some skills, have some areas of their life that you want to level up as well. And the nice thing about 4.0s is that they're infinite. You know, they're not like money, like it's a limited number of, or Bitcoin, or jobs opening, or whatever. 4.0 is like everyone on this planet can have a 4.0 if everyone would study. They are infinite. So this is the nice thing about them. Like, there's not gonna be a competition between people, like the nasty type of competition. It's gonna be, you know, like a brotherhood where you can, you know, work together with your friends, you know, level up in this area of your life and get better grades and become a better person overall. And of course, one of the most important thing that I forgot to tell you is accountability. I mentioned that I had, you know, a bunch of chats with my friends, all the stuff as well on the, you know, during the semester when we had the lunch or activities together. We used to talk about our academic performance. We used to keep ourselves accountable, and that's a nice thing because, you know, you have to live up to your standards. You have to do the things. You don't just need to say them. You know, you can say, yeah, I have the goal of getting a 4.0, but without the action, nothing's gonna happen. And having friends with accountability, it's a nice and amazing thing that you must have. And that's why I created, you know, my program, my school community. First link in the description. The founding members, the first 7 founding members, will have full access to my accountability. We're gonna talk every single day. I'm gonna keep you accountable on reaching your goals. So you don't want to miss that. First 7 founding members who join my school community will get that benefit. So check the first link in the description and I'll see you inside. Now, the second thing that I did was to remove every single type of distraction around me. Now, I promise you, this is something that a lot of people overlook. It's like an underrated, you know, trick. And I promise you, this is so important. No one really speaks about this. Yeah, they speak about screen, you know, addiction and all that stuff, but that's not the distraction. There are multiple distractions around you, and everything, even information, can be noise, as I call it, distraction. So I told you in the beginning of the clip that I used to study 2-3 hours in the morning, you know, first thing in the morning before my classes start. And guess what? That was so valuable because I didn't have any distraction around me. No phone, no roommates, you know, knocking on my door, or friends that want, you know, to hang out with me. I didn't even need to eat or to go to the bathroom or all that stuff. So wake up, I did a shower, and then first thing going and working on my hardest task of the day, which was my schoolwork, preparing for exam and all that stuff. So I'm telling you, when I worked, and even when I work now, when I learn, I make sure that, you know, I let people around me know that I don't want to be distracted. I put my phones away in the other room. I sometimes even put them in my bathroom. You know, I just have my laptop. Even I use, you know, Chrome add-ons, I think they're called, which make you block some apps, make you block some websites so you can't access them anymore. I'm telling you, no notifications, you know, no messages, no scrolling, no WhatsApp, no anything, no checking your email, no going to the bathroom or whatever. No, you want to be focused on the task that you're doing. That's the only way you're going to be able to finish that in 2 hours every single day. That's the only way, I'm telling you. Because if you start scrolling, if you start messaging, if you start checking your WhatsApp first thing in the morning, your mind is gonna think about something else. It's not gonna be focused on the main important thing that you need to do. And I'm telling you, this is so important. I feel not a lot of people talk about this. You know, checking your phone is acceptable. Scrolling is like something normal. Everyone does it. It doesn't have to be like that. At least when you're working, because then you're gonna have the rest of your day for friendship, for making your life fun, for gym, for everything that you wanna do, for your passions, for networking, stuff that elevates your life. You're gonna have time for that if you only finish your homework first thing in the morning, finish your schoolwork first thing in the morning, preparing for your exam and everything like that. I'm telling you, I've tested this. So you have a limited energy around the day. Think about your phone, all right? Let's say you put your phone overnight to charge and it's 100%. As you use the phone during the day, the phone, you know, gets from 100 to 60%, 50%, whatever. The same works with your body as well. When you wake up, you're gonna have 100% energy. That's full capacity, all right? You're running on maximum fuel. Your brain is the sharpest first thing in the morning when you don't eat, when you don't scroll, when you don't talk to anyone. You just work. This may sound, you know, weird for you, but I'm telling you, it's one of the most impressive hacks. I don't think it's a hack or a trick. You just have to do it because it works, all right? It works very well. And that's the key to having a 4.0 GPA while studying only 2-3 hours in the morning, first thing in the morning. So let's say you wake up at 4, as I used to do, or 5-3 hours until classes start. That's gold time. That's the most amazing time in the day. So make sure you remove all the noise around you so you can focus and actually be in the flow there. Now, if you want more modules on this, first link in the description, my school community. I have a course there that teaches you all these, you know, methods and strategies so you can focus more and also get more things done in less time in the morning. First link in the description. I'll see you inside. Now, the last thing that I did, and I'm telling you, this is one of the most important things that I did that really was painful in a way. So I had to do a lot of sacrifices. And I'm not saying like killing animals or stuff like that. I'm saying I had to let go on some activities, as I mentioned earlier, some noise activities, some distraction that didn't, serve me in my purpose, in my objective. And I heard this quote sometime, I think it was in a book or something like that. It said something like this: a lot of people want to be exceptional, but they don't want to be the exception. It really stuck with me. I always think about this when I have to make a choice. So let's say you're a fat guy right now, all right? Let's say you have, 250 and you want to lose 50 pounds. It's gonna be hard, all right? You have to sacrifice sugar, you have to sacrifice fast food, you have to sacrifice staying in bed a lot, you have to do a lot of sacrifices. And that's why, a lot of people don't lose weight, or a lot of people don't get muscle, because you have to do some sacrifices. If you want to gain muscle, well, you have to train very hard, you have to eat a lot, and there's a bunch of things that you need to do. That's why most people are average, because it's kind of easy to be average. It's kind of simple, it doesn't require a lot of discomfort, and it's only comfort. But that doesn't make you exceptional. So keep this in mind. If you want to be exceptional, you have to be an exception. I did a quick search and I found that around 7% of people in college have 4.0 GPA. Now I'm telling you, 7% is at maximum, it's a very small number. Like, let's say 100 people, so only 7% have a perfect GPA. And I'm telling you, they make a lot of sacrifices. And from those 7%, from those 7 people, the rule also, applies there. From those 7 people, only the exceptional people from those 7 people also have a life. Also don't study 12 hours a day. Also they have a social and fun life, and also they have time to do other activities that, they're gonna help them in their life. Because grades, they won't make you rich, they won't make you the best person in the world, they won't make you the smartest person in the world. They're the minimum, the base minimum that you have to do to be on track to become exceptional. So be the exception. I told you, don't make this kind of videos distraction for you. I want you, when you watch this video, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, how long it would be, I want you to be in the flow. I want you to be in the task here. This is work what we're doing here. I don't want you to watch this video like when you eat, or I don't know, like when you run or whatever. I want you to be present with me right now, take notes, and actually change your life. I don't want you to watch my videos as a show, binge watching and just for entertainment, because I'm not doing videos for that. I'm not doing entertainment videos. I'm doing educational videos that I want to help you. I want to change your life. I want to make sure that you can improve. And of course there's a price for that. If you want more things, as I'm putting my time here, if you want more resources for me, you're gonna have to pay. All right, so if you want that, if you want to become even more more developed in skills like focus, productivity, and all this stuff, first in the description, first 7 members will get accountability for me for the entire time in the course, in the program. Now this is the most important part of the video, because if you watch the video until here, you want to take action. And I told you earlier, without action nothing will happen. So there are 3 points that I want you to make. First of all, I want you to have friends that push you, that make you better. I want you to get rid of all the friends that a low GPA, all the friends that are a negative influence on your life. So do that, please, because that's gonna help you. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. Second thing, I want you to remove distraction. I want you to put the phone away, put the notification on silent, let people know that you are going to learn, work, even if it's in the morning. And maybe a lot of people also wake up in the morning in your house. So let everyone know that you want to work, that you don't want to be distracted, all right? Because it's going to affect your entire day. That's the second thing. And the last thing, I want you to live at your edge. I want you to feel the discomfort and do the things you're afraid to, which means getting rid of the habits that drag you down. I don't know what those might be. Maybe you watch too many movies, maybe you watch too many shows, maybe you scroll a lot, maybe you watch too many YouTube videos, whatever it might be, even your friends. I want you to get rid of those things. I want you to be the exception. I want you to do what it takes to be exceptional. And don't forget, guys, first 7 member in my community will get accountability for me every single day. Basically, you'll be my digital friends, all right? My digital buddies, students, colleagues, whatever you want to call them. Also, you're gonna have access to courses and whatever stuff is in that community. Now, there's one thing I want to tell you before you leave: win your mornings and conquer your grades.